Hello everyone, I'm Bill Hammond and I actually paid to see this, and welcome to the 2026 Oscar Blitz, where I will break down every category and every nominee at the 98th Academy Awards. Also, just welcome to my first video in over 6 months. Yeah, sorry, there was a lot of stuff going on, but I am back in the game, it is time for the Blitz, and that means it's time to draw the categories. We do this every year. This is how we started off. I'm going to pick the categories at random where I will do video breakdowns here on the channel. Let's get to it. Alrighty, here we have our handy dandy wheel, and you'll notice that it's a completely new wheel from what I've used in previous years. Part of that's because I just didn't like the color scheme of the old wheel. It was all shades of green, it kind of looked barfy. But also, the old page was just chock full of pop-up ads and banner ads and video ads that just slowed down the actual site, and it was a pain in the butt to get rid of them. So, new wheel, new site, new color scheme, hopefully new home for this little project. Second, you might notice that there are fewer categories on the wheel than normal. That's for a number of reasons. First off, I never put Best Picture on the wheel at all because I always end the Blitz with Best Picture every single year. That's just a constant. What matters is the four other categories that I do before Best Picture. And one of them I have already determined. The first video breakdown will be for the new category, Best Casting. I mean, that's just a no-brainer. New category, first time in the Oscars, whole new avenue of things to explore. Of course I'm going to do it. I'm not leaving that to random chance. So really, we're only going to deal with three categories here. And I've actually removed the four categories that I drew last year. That's original screenplay, supporting actor, makeup and hairstyling, and animated feature. I never want to do repeat categories year to year with the exception of Best Picture. And while random chance has worked in my favor the last few years, I decided I'm just not going to chance it this time around. Took them off the wheel. We're going to have four new categories, or at least four categories we haven't done in at least a little while. So, with all that in mind, let's spin the wheel, find our first of three random categories. Okay, film editing. All right, film editing. I don't think I've covered this one in video form on the Blitz before. This is one of the specialty technical categories. There's a lot of intricacies that go into this. I used to be a professional editor for sports networks, ESPN, Fox Sports, that sort of thing. And I've been editing in one form or another, whether it was just schooling or, this channel, since I was 16 years old. So I do know a thing or two about the craft. This should be a really fun one to break down, at least for me personally. Okay, so one category off the board, film editing. Two more to go. Spin the wheel. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh. Okay. Costume design. Yeah. We're going from a field where I have 20 years of expertise in one form or another, actually closer to 30 now, to one where I have no experience or expertise whatsoever. All I can do is just judge things based on how I think they look. That said, this should be a fun one if nothing else because it contains the most hilarious and nonsensical, ridiculous nomination in the entire field, the entire ceremony, and that's the fact that Avatar Fire and Ash, a nearly 100% digital film, is nominated for costume design. The hell. Now, I don't know how the bake-offs work. I don't know what judging criteria these voters have, but Unless you're trying to argue that CGI outfits on CGI characters now counts as a costume. What was in this film except for military uniforms and like random business suits and lab coats for the few human characters there are? I mean, are we saying Spider's oxygen mask counts as costume design now? Because, whoo. Okay, so we're gonna have some fun with this one. Oh yeah. Okay, so we've got two categories down, one more to pick. Editing and costume design are off the board. What will be our last one? Let's check and see. Spin the wheel. All right, good stuff. All right, one of the big ones, Best Actor. I've covered it twice before here on the channel. The first time was back during the very first video version of the Blitz, where all I did were the 4 acting categories in Best Picture. There wasn't even a category draw at that point, so I can disregard that one. And the last time was 3 years ago for the relatively tight contest, eventually won by Brendan Fraser for The Whale. It's been 3 years, more than enough time has passed, but more importantly, this is one of the tightest, most stacked Best Actor fields in a very long time. Michael B. Jordan, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Wagner Moura, Timothy Chalamet. This is a murderer's row. And while there is a clear frontrunner based on early results in other ceremonies, it's a matter of degrees as far as the actual quality of the performances go. So I'm anxious to break this one down. This is going to be a lot of fun. And there you have it. There's our now 5 categories that will get the video treatment this year. Casting, costume design, film editing, best actor, best picture, not necessarily in that order. Not going to bother doing a video treatment for all of the categories and putting them in their slots like I did last year. That was just long and clunky and cumbersome. Just know that I will have the hub post up on actuallypaid.com in very short order, so you can bookmark it and follow along with the entire schedule. The one category that is set in stone right now is Best Casting. That will be the first breakdown, and we'll do that on Friday, the 13th of February. Ooh. Apart from that, just keep it locked on the blog. We're going to have a lot of fun. I know it's been a while since I've done some videos, but I'm back in the game. Let's make the best of this. Until next time, folks, I'm Bill Hammond. I actually paid to see this. It's Blitz time.
This is the BTRP Media Network.